Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to our Tomb Raider Forum's 20th anniversary international summit. I have gathered here before you the finest international LGBT minds to just sit and discuss about the Tomb Raider forums and how it has played an integral role in each of our lives. To get things rolling, I will introduce myself first because I organized this whole fucking thing. Thank you. I know what you're thinking. All these people? I need to know all these people. So anyway, I am Jacob Ryan Burns. These are my friends. But anyway, guys, if you want to, I think we should, state our usernames, obviously. Gunther, you're way ahead of the curve. You can then, let's say, when we join the forums, why we join the forums, what kind of poster we have been through the years, and why we are still active, and the role that the Tomb Raider forums has played in our lives, both online and off. Because obviously we are not just stuck to the V bulletin constraints. So yeah, let's see, Gunther, you are in my top left, so I think you're first.
Hi everyone. It's Jacob usually says it's weird to speak to people who aren't there, so I know this is being recorded and replayed, so it's weird. So forgive me, please.
It's cool.
For those who don't know me, I am a nodie on the Tomb Raider forums. It does not stand for the chemical or the physical, I think it's the minus pole or something. It's just shorthand for Angel of Despair. Yeah, I've been a member of the forums for a little bit more than 15 years now. I joined when the first trailer of Tomb Raider Legend actually came out, because I was unable to contain my excitement about that. I think it was a GIF consisting of 30 frames or something, rotating where the camera rotates around Lara, and she was adjusting her gloves and stuff, and I was just so in love with that one, and I just had to tell someone, because I just had finished school and I was new at my new job, and I didn't know really anybody who I could discuss my love for Tomb Raider then, so I actually joined. For the type of poster I would say I'm a lurker. I only have 5,000 posts in 15 years, which is not that much.
Just actually. A meager 5,000.
Yeah, a meager 5,000. I'm actually very happy. I made it shortly after the 15th anniversary. So I'm very happy that happened. Okay. I usually try to be helpful on the forums. I try not to be too aggressive on the forums. So yeah. Why I come back? Obviously you lot, because you've been a great community. The Tomb Raider forums community is a great community most of the time. If you know where to look, let's say it like that. I'm a big fan of the MGC. I'm so happy that place exists, because this is really a second, it's been a second home to me. And I was able to discuss a lot of personal situations over there. And I'm really, really happy that place exists. And I'm so happy that there is a go-to place for everything. And it's been there for 20 years now, and I'm so happy it's there.
Oh, that was very warming to my soul.
Yeah, it's a sweet story.
All right. Let's see, Aiden, you are below Gunther, so let's hand the mic off to you, sweetheart.
Okay, so I joined the forums in December of 2005.
What's your username?
Under the username of Black Grey, but then I subsequently changed to Nausea much time afterwards, for reasons we won't discuss. so I've been a member of the forums for about 15 years as well. 15 years in December. So yeah, I joined the forums. I think what game was released around 2005? I can't remember. Was it Angel of Darkness or Tomb Raider Legend?
I think it
Legend,
was
the build up to
Legend.
Legend.
I would say it
Yeah,
was Legend.
so
Yes.
probably around the same time as Gunther, I was probably coming on the forum to discuss the reveal of Tomb Raider Legend and how excited I was for it. The forums has been such an integral part of just my adult life because various stages of things that I've had to go through, like the usual place I've gone to is to talk about it on the forums, if not about Tomb Raider. Like my first relationship was on the forum, like my partner was signed up to the forum, and everyone's known about my various relationships on the forum, like at least people I've spoken to, just different phases of my life. Like it's been so weird. And I guess with different Tomb Raider games, I've been really active. I'm usually the guy who's like, oh, I found this screenshot, or well, at the beginning, I used to be the guy who scanned in magazines when we did that thing. Back in the day when we'd be like, oh, there's a new screenshot in this magazine, so let's scan it in. And I do that at college. Like I'd use like their professional, like high quality scanners to scan in magazines and upload them to forums.
I hope whoever watching is old enough to remember magazines.
Right?
Yeah, I remember the scans.
Yeah. So
Or scanners, yeah.
yeah, because Tomb Raider Legend, there was just like so little media actually online. I feel like there was more in the magazines than there was, because they did that whole like front cover of her all bandaged up and like revealing like certain parts of the new character design, which we all discovered was terrible. So yeah, no, and I don't know. It's still a really important place to me, even though obviously with the community and the new games shifting into a completely different sort of space, and the atmosphere being a little bit different, and having lost different members over the years who were there from the beginning, at least from 2005. I think obviously there are still members like Gunther who are still around, and it is still a family. And it's weird to say that, but everyone's been there for me throughout most of my adult life, and it's really weird, and I'm getting emotional. I don't know why. But yeah, it's really important to me.
That
Yeah.
gave me chills. Well, Christina, my dear, you are, I think, the next on the hot seat.
Gosh, okay. So, my name is Christina on the forums. My current username is Arena. However, I was on the forums back in 2008, maybe 2007. That's when I first joined. I joined as CIA Konversky. Back then, I was like in high school, and I was playing a lot of the classic Tomb Raider games. And I think I came across the forums by looking up a lot of like the walkthroughs for the games, because I can't remember the website, but they'd have the walkthroughs, and I
The
think
Tomb Raider
maybe
Chronicles?
yeah, that. And I think they had a link to the forums maybe on there. And so I think I had joined because of that. But yeah, and that's how I joined. The type of poster I am. I haven't been posting too much recently. I mean, I'm trying to post more. Back when I first had the account, I posted a lot, I think back then. But now I'm kind of more just every now and again. But yeah, and I think I came back to the forums just because back when I was on them initially, I think there was another like trans woman or something on there at one point. And I think I talked to her back then.
Drew?
I cannot remember their username. But I think her profile photo was like her in this like pink dress and blonde.
Lita.
Who?
Lita.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah, that's her. And I think I like had a discussion with her once, like about transitioning and everything. but yeah, so that was, very beneficial to me since coming out and going forward with the transition. So yeah, I think that's why I came back, just to kind of see who's around. And similar to, I think, Aiden, like you mentioned earlier, I tried to join at one point with a different username and I got banned like straight away, because I think they could like figure out the IP address, and I was like, no.
Heathens.
And oh, damn it. I was like, no. So this time somehow I got away with it. I don't know how, but don't anybody say anything. So I'm on there illegally right now, you guys. But yeah, it's been great. I don't think I made too many like connections back when I was first on it. At least none that I can really remember. So it's kind of nice starting fresh, but at the same time knowing that like I recognize a couple people like Seth and even Jacob. I recognized your face from your like main profile photo. I was like, gosh, your face is familiar to me. That's cool. It's really nice. Yeah.
Well, again, glad to have you back, girl. Georges, I think it is your turn.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So my name is George. My username is George Croft. I joined in 2007, and that's 13 years now. I haven't posted a lot the past couple of like 8 to 9 years.
He's not very nice anyway. You haven't missed much.
Yeah, I'm shit. I joined right after playing Legend, I believe, sometime between Legend and Anniversary. I think it was just as the first Tomb Raider Anniversary Edition trailer leaked, the core one,
Mm-hmm.
and it got me really interested and hyped up. And all of a sudden
And
it
now
was
just
canceled.
really emotional.
Yeah, and very emotional, and so that was a roller coaster.
Yeah.
I found a lot of friends on the forums pretty quickly. Jacob was one of them. How old was I? I was 17 when I joined. I wasn't a very social person. I still am not, but I was very much of an introvert.
Cunt, you guys. Huge cunt.
I was very, very shy as a child and a teenager, and the forums helped me bloom, so to say, in my social life. And I got to meet or talk to people like Jacob, Skiano5, Chantel, Icas90, Saki.
Dropping names.
Yeah. No, I'm thankful for all of their friendships throughout the years. And I think what's so special about the forums is when you find people who have other mutual interests besides Tomb Raider, because that automatically means that they're interested in this one thing and also Tomb Raider, and it's super hard to find friends like that. So that is always a plus. I found a lot of people who were interested in the same type of music as me, and also the same types of video games. What was the next question?
I think you about summed it up.
Yeah. Do you want me to stop talking?
Yeah, like shut this down immediately. If I have to listen to more of this, I'll kill myself.
What kind of poster am I? I'm not much of a poster nowadays.
Lurker.
A lurker, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say that.
Yeah, she's real creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for that. Which sounded really bitchy of me, like struggling through it. Whatever you call that. Moving on.
Presentation.
Yeah. Can we all, anytime an air quotes go up, like back it up with like a unified air quotes at the same time, please? That would really make me
I
happy.
feel like we should just take shots every time we do that. Like it would just be.
But see, nobody's drinking.
I
have some
am. Actually, I
tea.
finished mine.
Seth,
Oh.
take one for the team.
Can I take
Yeah.
one for the team?
Yeah. Please, God, you know my drunk ass is thirsty right now. I'm on a fucking cleanse. Drink.
Lad, it is finished. I will go away shortly to get some more.
Okay, but yes, it's your turn in the hot seat now, though.
Oh, Christ, why? Okay, so I joined in November 2006 under the username Flip, Phlip. I changed it a couple of years ago because I changed my legal name because Philip is a fucking horrible name and my parents did not think before giving me that name. So I changed it to Seth because it's a much better name.
I hope that's how you delivered that information about your name change, too.
I actually didn't tell them at all. I kind of just did it. But regardless, what was the kind of poster that I used to be? I was extraordinarily opinionated. It's a lot of fun to look back at my old threads, to laugh at myself. To be honest, what am I like now? I'm still really opinionated. I think I'm the only one out of this group. Thank you for nodding along with that, Eden. I think I'm the only one out of this group to still post in the future Team Raider section because I still have all my.
Oh, I post there.
Really? I don't see you ever posting in there. But yeah.
Can't hear over the sound of your own voice is what it is.
Doubt it. But anyway. What else can I say? What keeps me coming back? It's my main source of online entertainment. Apart from Pornhub. No, I'm joking. But it is my main source of entertainment.
You are among friends, girl.
I'm joking, genuinely. It's better than Facebook to me. I get a lot of gaming news from TRF. I like the familiar faces. I still like talking about Tomb Raider. And you even get non-Tomb Raider related news. So yeah, there's nothing that really makes me think I should leave. So yeah, it's all good. I'm stoked that it's still there. I hope it continues on for another 20 years. Yeah, that is all.
Can you imagine if Tomb Raider forums are still here in another 20 years?
Under V Bulletin as well.
In 20 years.
With the same theme and software, imagine.
Do you remember, guys, when we first gained the ability to insert YouTube videos, like years after YouTube was like big? I felt like that was like such a weirdly like can I have some more moment? Like the whole forum was like, oh my God, YouTube videos. And like, I don't know. It was just very funny. It was like being excited for something in the past.
Like how we finally got spoiler tags.
Yes,
yeah,
I was waiting for those so long.
Although, did we get spoiler tags? Because we just got white text, and then the forum enabled like a night mode, which now kind of disables spoiler tags, because everywhere you go, the white text is just spoilers.
No, we have spoiler tags now. You can
No. You have the spoiler tags where you click them, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a drop down thing, yeah.
Somebody has not been keeping up with my video diaries, I see. Which you better now. I have spent hundreds of dollars now getting this setup going. I demand some fucking a little viewership, god damn it. So I am the last person, best for last. No, I'm kidding. I more than anything wanted to hear what you guys had to say. I am Jacob, obviously, and my username is Jacob Ryan Burns, which to this day astonishes me that I thought as a teenager, like, you know what would be great? Let me just put my whole full legal name on the internet as my user handle on a public website on one of the most popular gaming franchise forums in the world. What could possibly happen? Not to mention, I was like kind of jailbait and like thirsty for it all the time. Like my picture is definitely skewed into like I don't know. I look back on that now and I'm like, ooh, somebody was not watching that one. So I have been around, I think, since May of 2005, which means that I too have been there for 15 years, which is disgusting and astonishing for me to think about. It is very bizarre for me to sort of comprehend that I am like, you know, a full grown ass adult that has been like hanging out on a website for half of my life. This probably also speaks to why I do not have more friends. But the ones I do have, everyone is currently here.
Oh.
The type of poster I am. I used to be a very zealous poster. I am a very forthright person, and I, in case you could not tell, love to talk. Oh my God, you guys, I love it so much.
And we
I love to talk.
Sure.
Thank you. I love talking to you. I love talking to me. No, the cat's gone, but she probably got tired of me talking to her. I used to, like Christina said, I used to visit very frequently the Tomb Raider Chronicles website, and so I'm gonna be real, like, show my stupid here, but I didn't really know what a forum was, like, on the internet before I found it. And the Tomb Raider Chronicles is a very austere website. Like, it's informative and it's graphical, but it does not really explain itself a whole lot. So, like, the forum, it sits in that little thin banner across the top, and it's just like this hiding, like, other dimension behind this news website. There's this, like, Tomb Raider news aggregator, and one time looking for hints or cheats or something for the Angel of Darkness, stumbled into the forums, and I was like, wow, look at all these fucking losers sitting here talking about video games. What a bunch of nerds. Naturally, I, of course, could not help myself but to fall into that honeypot. And here I am now. Yeah. But that's exactly what it is. And it's exactly what it always has been. The Tomb Raider forums has been an interesting and formative part of my life in that, like, it taught me. So I grew up in a very, very small bubble. Like, I went to a Catholic school that, like, for up until high school, that only had, like, a few people per grade. Like, there was one year that I had 2 other people in my grade. You know, a real bustling, thriving metropolis of education. So I had a very secluded life, and I was raised by my grandparents who had this big business. Like, it was just a very, like, strange upbringing. And so, like, when I came into the Tomb Raider forums, I was not, shall we say, a polished conversationalist. But I have always been very aware of my, like, desire to communicate, and, you know, I am admittedly a little intelligent, and the Tomb Raider forums actually really helped me, like, learn to converse and debate and, like, you know, because I speak like I write too. Like, there was a very good way to, like, make that transition from the, you know, my computer life to my real life. And, like, looking back, I definitely can see, like, the like, visible and very obvious elevation of my social skills because of my interactions on the Tomb Raider forums. The Tomb Raider forums also gave me a very clear license to drag people to fucking hell. I absolutely learned to go for people's throats, because there have, like, you know, there have been a few various members over the year, and by few, I'm sure I am understating that tremendously, whom I have managed to butt heads with. And it has always been, I mean, I'm not saying that I was always right. Huh?
So beautiful to watch when it happens.
I mean, let's just say I definitely learned to, like, sharpen my spear to a precision. I'm so glad to have not been banned. I don't think ever, or maybe, like, short bans, never, like, a full, like, kickoff, because I'm an upstanding citizen, and, you know, So, but yeah, and through that though, I have made just absolutely incredible connections with people. I have known most of you for a very long time. Christina, I knew of you back when you had your previous handle, but I think we've spoken, but I don't think we were ever like, this is a new thing.
Yeah.
But the Tomb Raider forums has like drastically and like irreparably altered the trajectory of my life. George is my very best friend in the whole wide world. Yeah, a real statement about
This is when we all do this.
Best friend.
Yeah, it's a commentary on the state of my terrible life. No, I love that one. That one has been so good and like just such a genuine. Yeah, I mean, you better take this in. I will never repeat this.
Well, you have.
Well, it's being recorded. You can listen
This
to
isn't
it
the
again
first
and again.
time.
Yeah, she was like, she drinks too much to even remember.
She
that
does
says
this every
all...
week. Like at least once a week.
But yeah, no, it is because I got the opportunity to go to George's wedding.
Aww.
Yeah, though she did not come to mine. But that's fine. We
I already told you why.
I know.
I wanted you to be the center of attention. That's why I didn't show up.
Yeah, my family was there. They would be like, I thought you said he was Swedish. Why is he brown? Like, dumb hillbillies.
Cool joke, bro.
No, I'm kidding. I'm not kidding.
Yeah,
my family would have definitely been like, I thought you said he was Swedish. I'm like, yeah, he is. But no, and so obviously, like I don't know why I just said obviously. What is coming next is not at all obvious. I have been accepted into Malmo University, to which I start next semester in August.
Nice.
So yeah, if you drew a line through all of these things, it would start right back at my interest in the Tomb Raider forums and my subsequent joining of the website and my sort of zealous participation and the love of hearing myself talk. But yeah, that is my little spiel. There was something that I noticed sort of as a common theme amongst all of us about how it was Tomb Raider Legend that really gave us all that final push into the forums.
Yeah.
So I would say let's go now in reverse order that we just did. So Seth, you're up again, babe. And let's talk about that. I mean, this will not have any boilerplate. But like, what about Legend? Why was it that was so motivating into getting you into this absolutely impeccable online community?
I mean, first of all, I can definitely agree with you when it comes to how TRF has finessed one's English, or at least I believe so in my own head. But actually, I joined TRF in November 2007, so after Legend. I read in the magazine scan about a remake of Tomb Raider 1, and I was absolutely fucking stoked. So I just wanted to get information on that. Somehow I came across TRF, and I couldn't believe there were other people actually interested in Tomb Raider. Like, no one in my school gave a toss. Like, everyone else just cared about Grand Theft Auto and boring shit like that. So just being able to discuss Tomb Raider was why I joined, and for the excitement for Anniversary, not quite Legends, but yeah.
We were not talking about that. No, it's not. Don't put that on me.
What can I say?
Yeah. Okay. Well, that is agreeable. I didn't know about the Tomb Raider Anniversary projects until after Legend. But
Devo about Cause being cancelled. I still hope that it will get leaked one day. It's so upsetting seeing.
Still have code? Was it not all like put in a dumpster, and then everyone was like, "Why was it put in a dumpster?"
Ash Keprilov, however you say his name, may be able to get the source code. He just needs legal clearance to be able to release it. He's working
I
with
mean,
Jay
if you're not
Walker.
willing to go
Why
to prison
are
for
there
it,
so
are you
many
even a real
bombshells
fan?
in this
No.
chat?
Pardon me, Aiden.
Why are there so many bombshells in this chat?
Well, I watched Ash's stream. He's in contact with Core Design members, so it is imminent that he is to get the source code. He just needs the clearance. That's it. Square Enix just need to understand that it's for examination purposes and not to, profit off of. So hopefully, people can port the game into Unreal Engine and finish it and then release it as a fan game. There's hope, guys. But yeah, I love your
You've seen
excitement.
the world lately. Turn on the news. There's no fucking hope. Chill.
2020. Welcome to the clusterfuck.
Yeah. Have you not heard, babe? The world is ending.
I wouldn't be surprised with everything that's happened in 2020 if we then get the news that Tomb Raider has just been cancelled as an IP.
Oh, it did in 2006, as far as I'm bloody concerned, when the core got sacked, but never mind.
Oh,
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Oh, we better.
Georges, baby, I think you're up next. I think it is your turn in the hot seat. So what you said, it was Legend that really spurred your
Well,
interest.
Well, it didn't re-spur my interest in Tomb Raider. It was more of a rebirth, I would call it. I found Legend to be very refreshing. After The Angel of Darkness, which I enjoyed as well. But I actually, yeah. No, I loved Legend and I enjoyed Anniversary. I thought Underworld had a lot of potential. But yeah, we leave it at that. That's all it is, a bunch of potential. And I don't really enjoy the reboot games, to be honest. Well, I did. I just, as soon as I finished Shadow, my interest just...
She threw it into the sea.
Yeah, I thought the ending was so bad. Like, yeah. It didn't feel like it was worth waiting so many years for.
Or any money.
Or that story. Like, it, yeah.
Garbage.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, God, I love trashing the reboot, you guys. It really does make me so happy. Christina, dearest, I think your moment in the sun has arrived.
God. So
God.
I'm trying to remember when I first saw images, because I think I was already on the forum at the time Tomb Raider Legend had come out, or either before or when new images were coming, because I remember going to Tomb Raider Chronicles and they were releasing like the new concept art, and I was like, oh my God. Like,
Christina's like, when I joined the forum in 1964.
It feels so long ago. Yeah, I just remember seeing the concept art. And I think that's probably what made me stay a little bit too on it, because there was this new game coming out, and I mean, it looked cool. I don't know. Yeah, I was really excited for it because I enjoyed Angel of Darkness, and then when nothing came from that, like when it didn't go anywhere else, it was cool seeing that it was being rebooted. And like I told you in one of the previous videos that we did, after hearing like Keeley Hall.
I love that you're plugging our old show.
After hearing like Keeley Hawes being the voice of Lara in Tomb Raider Legend, I was on board, because I don't know, I fell in love with her voice, I fell in love with her characterization of Lara, and I was really hopeful. And then of course when Keeley Hawes left, I just kind of a little sad. But yeah.
Aiden, my dear, we passed the baton. I'm gonna run out of these little zingers to say, these little segs.
Yeah, so with Tomb Raider Legend, I remember the first screenshots, and I don't even know how I stumbled upon the forums. I could probably very quickly check. Find all threads started by Black Gray. What did I first? Ooh, I don't know why. Like actually, saving crystals. Were there saving crystals in Tomb Raider Legend?
They were gonna be in early footage, but they got rid of it.
Oh, okay. So that's what I first posted about. But yeah, Tomb Raider Legend was a game of much promise, and yeah, no, I think at the time I played the whole game, and I was quite in love with the storyline and the possibilities of it. Especially around Avalon. Like I thought maybe they'd take the direction of Avalon somewhere completely different. That we would get to go to this exciting mythical place, and I was totally down for that ride. And then that never happened. So yeah, I don't know what the other question was, but now I'm just lost.
You answered it. I mean, it was just that.
I mean, I feel like if they'd eventually when we kind of talked about the reboots in general, I feel like with Tomb Raider, the first game written by Rhianna Pratchett, I feel like if they just simply listened to her and not try to shoe in the daddy issues again, and just make it about the trauma like she wanted to, I feel like we would have ended up with a much different game. Not only that, but there were just so many different ideas on that team that were just ignored. Like the guy who worked on God of War was also there, and his idea for like a continuous one-shot camera effect would have really, again, added to the whole survival aspect of the game and made it probably completely different. So I think this probably does come down to Crystal Dynamics' ego problem, which I know from somebody I dated at Square Enix that they do have an ego problem. So yeah, this is probably completely their fault that the game is trash.
We hate her.
We hate her.
Gunther, my
We don't
dear.
hate her specifically, just the people in charge.
Well, that is much less sellable. Every good story needs a villain, honey. Come on.
I mean, Core didn't need to reboot their game twice, so...
All right, Gunther, my dear, at long last.
So, why Tomb Raider Legend? Yeah, well, actually, I loved every installment of the Tomb Raider games up until then. My absolute favorite till this day was still Tomb Raider 3. Tomb Raider 4 was just such a vast game with so many rooms and stuff. It got a little bit confusing, and in the end, they killed Lara off, and I was like, oh my god, what happened then? And then there was Chronicles, and it was obvious in the beginning, okay, they really wanted to kill Lara off. And then there was a pause, and then there was Angel of Darkness, and I was excited for it, and I really was hoping for the franchise to come back to life in new glory, and I was in love with the character model and everything else. And then it was released, and as we all know, unfortunately, it was not a finished game. So it was not the experience I had hoped for. And between AOD and Legend, I think there was a really long pause. So when there was rumors for Tomb Raider Legend, I was like, oh my God, we are getting a new Tomb Raider. And I got my hopes up, and then there were the first screenshots of the new Lara, and she was beautiful. And we had, I think we even saw a tiny bit of the opening scene where she jumps from the cliff and she hangs like there, and she's like sassy and bitchy and everything again. And I was just like, oh my God, I'm gonna so love this game again. And actually at the time, it was a good game for me. I really liked the way they reintroduced Lara to us. It was different from the classics, of course, and the parental issues were there, but not that obvious yet. If I had known that they would be there for the next 20 years, I probably hated them already back then. But
Let it go.
Yeah, true. So yeah, it was just like because there was a chance for Tomb Raider to get a fresh start, and I was really looking forward to.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, they really. Had I known what I know now, oh my God, I would have thrown my Legend disc into the sea. So I also was. I think, when did Legend come out?
2005, I think we agreed.
06.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
think
say
in
so.
2006, yeah.
I was on there a little before. Like I said, Christina and I knew each other back in the late 70s. It was. I was lurking around. I think I was not that active before Legend, but like I remember the first screens and the first trailer, the little mini trailer that they, with all that footage they never implemented, and I was just like stunned because I always had like such a just deep and vast connection to this character in these games, and like it was such a like odd form of escapism. She was such like a badass, and I was always like, you know, to say that I lived in an oppressive environment would be to put it politely. So like to have this like very like strong, like sexy, like take shit from nobody, like woman, like I don't know, just feminine energy that was so easy to connect to and like project onto. It was always so important. And so like when that was gone, I was like, oh, like, you know, I just any drop of water in the desert. But then the Legend stuff came, and I was just like, I was gobsmacked. I was just like stunned. I could not believe it. And I think it was like the first time I had ever seen anything truly utilizing the PlayStation for all it was worth, or maybe the Xbox or whatever. I don't know. I think it was the PlayStation it was built for. Yeah. And I was just amazed because like, you know, it was on the same platform as Angel of Darkness, but the Angel of Darkness was so stylized and like it had a look, but like this just looked so like, I mean, it looked like an illustration that had come to life, and like all of the like the footage from that trailer. You know the trailer I'm talking about, the one where she's like walking across like a hallway that they said was her house next to the sea.
Yeah, none of it made it into the game. So
yeah, the same sea I would have thrown the disc into, by the way. And I would have asked her to do it. And I just remember like I had this just absolute like ground shift underneath me, and it was just like, she's back. And you know who else was back? She was back. I was so fucking happy, you guys. I was just like mesmerized. And then of course the game finally came out, and it was so good, and it was not hard at all, like at all, but it was so fucking fun. It was so fun, and like Laura enjoying her, like it was so weird to hear Laura with such a voice. And everybody bitched to high heaven about the headset and zip and stuff. And all of a sudden, I like hearing Laura having this constant dialogue. I was like, bitch, never stop talking. I need every word you can possibly breathe out. Like, I hated that everyone was so, and I'm sure I wrote just walls of text about what an annoyance it was, which is absolutely false. But, you know, like I said, I was honing my craft.
Somebody did a compilation of all of Keely Hawes's noises as Lara Croft.
Oh yeah.
Ended up on Graham Norton, and ended up like a fan on Tomb Raider forums made that compilation, and it ended up being played on Graham Norton.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
I saw that.
We will not be stopped until we have arrived.
So good.
Yeah. And I just remember like completing the game and thinking like, this was cool. This was so cool. Again, had I known what I know now, I do not hold the same resentments against like Underworld. Anniversary was like two different games to me. The first half was so good, and the second half was just maybe not. But yeah, like I truly could not have foreseen that they would borrow a bit piece from the Tomb Raider movie, the first one, like the daddy thing, and run so terribly into the future with it. Like, oh, Jesus Christ.
You know, you mentioned all the lines of dialogue that Lara can keep her trap shut. Recently surfaced, there's been these like beta early release videos of Legend that have come out, and there was actually going to be a lot more dialogue that Lara says. So they actually cut out a lot. She was going to talk even more, believe it or not.
That is disappointing.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you guys, are you guys like merch collectors? I know George has some stuff.
Do I?
I've been to her house.
Where?
Don't you in your...
Gunther has some...
I'm going to say something.
Face.
I thought you had something on that thing in your bedroom dresser.
I don't.
Weird thing to say onto the internet, like in your bedroom.
You just
No, I do. I have the comic book collections and the... What are those figurines with the big heads called?
Funko
Pop.
Pop?
Yeah, one of those.
She's like, I just throw money at anything.
Yeah.
So I'll be back, by the way. But in the meantime, in case anyone hasn't seen my shirts because of gay pride.
I like it.
But I'll be back. One moment, please.
Fun fact, Satan also gay.
Probably.
I saw a meme and I posted it on my Instagram when you're a gay guy and you get to hell and you find Satan's a dom top and then you laugh in ho. It'd probably be funny if I show you the meme, but oh well.
I mean, finally. You're not living till you're dead, I guess. Christina, are you a collector of fine Tomb Raider memorabilias?
I'm not. I never got into the collectibles. The only thing that I have is, and this is because I loved the 2013 reboot, the first one, of course. I loved it. So I did purchase the collector's edition of that with the tin can and the little
The steel book.
I did, yeah. I bought it. I liked it. And so I
And she said.
I have my little Lara and my little Lara figurine, and that's the only thing I have. I really want a Funko Pop at some point of her, of a classic Lara, but that's all.
I'll snatch George's and mail it to you.
Please.
Yeah.
I love you.
Gunther, I can see you're a collector of fine things.
Yeah.
Mass Effect.
I do have some stuff. Actually, I have more Assassin's Creed stuff than I have Tomb Raider stuff.
Is that one of those new statues that they released?
Yes.
I do want one of those.
Oh, I just ordered this one.
Ah,
It's the Tomb Raider 3 gaming heads statue, the normal one.
Gorgeous.
Not the, and I really love it. It actually has
Yeah.
the touch of bravos. Haha.
It's like when she blows up.
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's actually the only big thing of merchandise I own. I just saw her on the internet and I just had to have her because Tomb Raider 3 is my favorite. What can I say?
Yeah.
The other thing I have is a little bit on the other side of the price range. I have a Larosette bottle and I'm very proud of that because I happened to be in the UK when they did the Shadow of the Tomb Raider promo with Lucozade. So I'm keeping that one. And that's more about, probably all about. I have the physical discs of most of the games, actually of all of them. I have the boxes of most of the games still. So yeah, but nothing major. I have seen bigger collections than mine.
I've seen bigger.
Sure.
She said of herself. Like, it's Pride Month, Gunther. We have to love oneself.
Oh,
True.
I don't
Aiden?
have anything.
So the only decent thing I got for my ex is this backpack that's branded by Square Enix,
Okay.
and it's like North Face. So it's supposed to be Tomb Raider related. I think this was actually a thing that was supposed to happen with Shadow of the Tomb Raider, but didn't. So I have a new backpack that no one's ever gonna get. So that's really good. And I have
It was
like
canceled.
Hmm?
It also was canceled.
Shut up. I have a Shadow of the Tomb Raider keyring, which is so faded already that you're probably not going to see this at all. It just looks like a fucking keyring.
Is that a bottle opener?
You can see Tomb Raider sort of there. Just there. Okay, fuck it.
Like, most
Well, if you
certainly
meet me in
cannot, dear.
person, I will show you it, or I'll just take a photo and send it to everyone in the group. I did have a Funko Pop head, but I'm not sure what happened to it. I also had the original classical Tomb Raider figurines back in the day. I don't know if anyone remembers, but there was one with her Norton street bike, and it was on like a street set.
Yes, I had that.
Yes, I had that.
Tomb Raider 2, Lara, yeah.
Yeah, Tomb Raider 2 Lara statues. They were amazing.
With the coat, the bomber jacket.
It was so good. I used to have so much more Tomb Raider memorabilia. Posters from magazines. There was one where she's like...
Did your house burn down? What happened to all of it?
Hmm?
I said, did your house burn down? What happened to all of it?
I've been moving since I was 17. I have lost a lot of shit. But yes, yeah, there was a Tomb Raider 2 poster as well, which I don't think you get away with in this day and age, where she's like lying on her back, like in a pool of water. And
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
really defensively at the camera. You know, for a
My
fact,
favorite is when she's like always like naked or like just barely covered by something, but has a gun.
I like the pillow one where she's like holding a pillow or something
Yep.
in front of her.
Yeah.
I love
That's
that
Or
one.
on the one that looks like the Spice Girls pictures where she's on the back of that very conveniently shaped chair and she's got the gun dangling over. Yeah.
Yeah.
wait. She's
Oh.
like, oh, hello.
Yeah. Just beaver spread so wide behind that chair, you guys. She has been a busy beaver, as it were.
Was the legend one that they did where she had like 2 guns and it was that official?
Oh, yeah.
Photoshop that where she's like her
That
back
one was
on me,
AOD, I think.
got 2 guns.
Yeah.
Oh, but there was one of her back like that, and I think Toby Gard drew that one. I might be wrong.
Okay.
We might be
Well,
thinking
you
of
got
something
the
different.
picture really quickly.
Seth, did you say you are not a collector of fine things?
I initially said that, but I take it back. I have a couple of books that I just picked up, so this one is quite rare.
Wow.
I've not read it, but
Wow.
I'm very proud of it. And I found this in a charity shop. It's quite interesting.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
And obviously, this is quite good. I recommend it. I don't know
I
if it's
did
out.
want to get that.
And
Oh,
I
it's
just
easily
have,
findable, Christina.
Is it? I'm gonna Amazon it.
Yeah.
I have a few strategy guides just because they have some interesting
Oh,
stuff in the. Not because Crystal's games are too hard for me to complete.
No,
but-
strategy guides are excellent for like little like side tidbits of shit. Oh my god, those things are gold mines.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
have so many strategy guides from Tomb. I had that strategy guide.
I hate that picture though of Laura
It's
in
so
It looks so
Legend.
different.
That picture is everything.
And then this one, which is pretty cool. Look, interview with Angelina
Oh,
Jolie.
cool.
Oh my
Oh.
god. I
Cool.
love it so
Yeah.
much.
That's pretty tight.
He's like, I don't collect anything except all these things.
I had the Tomb
that's
Raider
all.
prequels walkthrough, and I used to take it everywhere. I took it to school. Like, I was obsessed.
Oh, your security blanket
Yeah.
was full of guns.
Exactly.
Oh, that's sweet. I actually don't really have anything. I did order that exact same statue Gunther has, just like days ago. Mom, I put it on a payment plan.
You have that top now.
Well, I do have this top, yes, given to me by an old friend.
Friend.
We were friends then. I still display his pictures. I have no ill will.
Yeah, I'm joking.
Oh, that friend.
Are we
moving
still
on.
recording?
It's fine.
I just want to know.
George is like, I should go. No. I'm joking.
That.
George says that all the time.
What?
George has left the chat.
Oh yeah, I say that all the time.
You say that in person sometimes too.
Yeah.
We were drunk at a bar, and you needed to go to the bathroom, and you yelled that into my ear and left.
Doesn't everyone say that?
Jacob,
No.
your pop, is that the same illustrator that did the illustration for Stella's walkthroughs? Am I wrong?
Those are pretty.
I think these are for the
Love
comic
this
books now.
illustration.
Oh,
I don't know. I have no things, so.
I think it looks like the same illustrations that Stella's walkthrough had. It doesn't look like a Michael Turner.
It doesn't look official.
And I don't think it is.
So you're wearing some
Okay.
illegal memorabilia.
If no one's seen the ones on Stella's walkthroughs, I think it's amazing.
Leave it to the gays to be like, trashy knockoff.
Now, I've seen Stella's banner where every time
Yeah.
you refresh the page, it's a different picture. It does look very in keeping of that.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Also, the comic books. I was really into the comic books when they first got released, the ones with the drawings by Michael Turner. His
Okay.
artwork of Lara Croft is fantastic.
Yeah.
Everything to me.
Fuck
It
yeah.
made me start drawing, which has been a passion of mine. So in fact, the more I think about it, my art hobby started off with me just drawing Lara Croft, like incessantly, just the same silhouette, and I just even when I eventually got to like Legend, I was actually able to like draw human proportions, and yeah. So Tomb Raider gave me that gift as well, I think. I mean, I was
Tomb
drawing.
Raider gave you the gift of drawing human proportions.
I mean, like just the passion for drawing, but I mean, it was there before. Like I was
It
drawing
finessed your
in
passion.
nursery, but
Okay.
definitely pushed me to be inspired by something so much that I wanted to draw. But yeah,
Okay.
no, she was just off on a ramble now, but she saying what I think Jacob said earlier, having even just like a female hero who was just so independent and just didn't answer to anyone was just so empowering for me as a young queer kid in school. Like I was the weird queer kid that would just like on the playground, nobody wanted to play with, and I would just role play Lara Croft all by myself. And I
She didn't need no man.
cartwheels and shit. Like she was everything to me.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You know what?
like,
I love that. How Lara was made to be this character that straight guys would swoon over, but she happened to all these gay guys love and identify with her. I wonder if Core ever knew that would have come about. It's so hilarious.
because she was made to, well, she was then like, they then had this sort of like advertising which just took over and made her into this sex machine, but literally all it ever seemed to attract was just homosexuals.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. We were like, love it. Her body, her choice.
Yeah.
Lucozade adverts. Do we remember the Lucozade adverts?
Yes, I do.
Oh my God. When that appeared on my TV, I was like, how do I watch it again?
Yeah.
Everything.
I remember that one where the gamer pauses and it goes to the bathroom, and then Lara, like, you know, she gets up and has a sip of Lucozade. And as a kid, I always thought maybe game characters do that when you pause. And, wait, we don't know. But yeah, I remember.
A tree falls in the forest and you're not there to hear it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Does anyone remember the adverts that included? Adverts. Apparently, I am speaking full the Queen's English now. Advertisements. The advertisements with Laura from Angel of Darkness that featured,
Yes.
I think the male, it was the CGI Laura and then like a live action man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm rich too, darling.
Oh, yes.
The library. Oh my God, that was everything.
G4,
Yeah.
that's on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. I thought that was so fucking funny. When he was just like, do people just want you for your body? She's like, no, I'm rich too, darling.
I so remember when she was like, this little bugger from Cleveland left me on pause for
Oh,
2
yeah.
hours.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, I
then-
love those little snippets.
Do you guys also remember the outtakes from AOD?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
John L's
They're great.
outtakes. I fucking
So
love them.
dumb. I love it. Yeah.
Oh, and she's like warming up like her vocals before.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And at the end, she's like, I admit I thought it was crap anyway, she says.
And then the Angel of Darkness, when they did the Gone a Bit Laura adverts, and like people who cosplayed as Laura and like they were in real life situations and trying to. Does no one remember that video? No.
That sounds familiar. Gone a bit
There was
Laura.
a Lucozade advert when they branded Lucozade as Larazade finally.
Yeah.
And it was just an advert of just different models of Lara Croft like cosplaying as Lara in real life, like on buses, like looking at
Yes.
dogs, like,
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
restaurants. Like it was everything. I was like, that's me.
Yeah. Do you know what? I think the best advert was for Nokia N-Gage Tomb Raider, where it had a shot of a nighttime bus stop alone and a male voice saying, "This is the furthest I ever got with Lara Croft." And then it shows that it's a portable handheld game. That's how far you can take her. That was such smart advertising, I think.
Yeah. There was I often forget just how everywhere she truly was there for a second.
Yeah.
Do you remember the Tomb Raider 3 commercials? And this is really showing my fucking age. There was a commercial for Tomb Raider 3, and it's like, I think there's like some weird like scientist. God, how did this work? It's like this weird science lab or something, and they're cooking up like new Lauras or something. But then they have this like it's like a fashion show. I don't know. It was bananas, but it's all like live action models, and they're all wearing her outfits.
No.
Yeah, I've seen it on YouTube.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. It literally was like somebody who was like, I just ate crystal meth for days and was like,
God.
I have got an idea you guys are gonna love. Let's shoot it tonight. I have $20. Let's do it. It was fucking weird. And what was weird is I saw the commercial after the game, because I can tell you right now, had I seen the commercial first, I would be like, I do not want any part of that.
I really like the Sofia Vergara ad. The one where I really like that one.
The MasterCard one, that was cool.
Yeah.
Launching the careers of so many young women, Laura.
Really?
I have to go because my housemate has to be up at 5 a.m, and I'm being a bit loud. And I live in a lot, so everything's just reverberating apparently.
Oh, wow.
If you
want headset on, but I don't think it's
you're just gonna yell louder with a headset.
Yeah, probably.
If you try it with headphones and then just like talk a bit hush, I think we can hear you quite well. It might work. How we're all silent for you now.
Oh my God, now you switch sides of my screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't
hear you.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I know you said that.
George, I'm really disappointed you did not wear the wig.
Which one?
You have multiple wigs?
I have. They're actually like right next to me, but I'm not pulling them out.
I mean, Aiden, sorry.
Are you back? Well, so in the meantime, I want to say, I want to turn it over to you guys. I have moderated, but is there anything you guys want to, like, you know, postulate?
Yes, I have a question. What TRF member do we hate the most? No, I'm joking.
I cannot.
I'm joking.
How to choose one.
I'm joking.
But yeah.
Aiden, I'm sure you can sort out the, I don't know how to work this thing. Why would you do it?
What I always wanted to say, what I like about Tomb Raider forums is the absolute passion of the members, because there's been so many flame wars over there over the years, and there's been such movements like Groza. Does anyone remember Groza?
Get rid of Zip Analysis, yes.
Yes. It was perfect, you know.
I love that people thought that those acronyms were so clever. They were not.
They were. I loved them.
So I made one for
we can hear you, yes.
Natla, I said something about like there was like a box in one of like Legend or Underworld or something because it related to no bollocks in Anniversary, that was it. And I made
No,
like
They were in
in
Legend
Legend.
too at the end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the final boss.
In Bolivia.
so I
Redux.
remember making like a whole acronym about that, but I can't remember what the acronym is now. So
What was the point of it?
I was like, we started because it wasn't confirmed that Natalie was coming back. So I was like, oh my god.
You wanted her back?
Well, no, I just started like a cult about it. I don't know. I was young.
Jacqueline Natley, you just don't know when to die.
I love that line, I'll admit. Okay, what's everyone's favourite voice actress for Lara? Mine is John L. She's just fucking fierce.
Oh, Keely. Easy.
Nah.
I love Janelle, but overall, Keely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For me, it's a
tie
bit
between
biased
Janelle and Keely
because
for me.
I played most of the games actually in the German version first.
Oh, yeah.
So I always have Pamela Anderson's voice over there because the woman that voices Pamela Anderson for most of the movies in German voices Lara Croft.
What do you mean most of the movies that Pamela Anderson has been? How many are there?
Okay, but she stars in Baywatch, for example. So yeah.
Okay.
So
I was like, her catalog is not that big.
that's true. That's true.
She's been in Big Brother a few times, I know that.
Yeah, from the and from what I know of the English originals, I do like Keely Hawes,
Mm-hmm.
and I also like I think John L. Elliott. Yeah.
I really also like Shelley Blonde. No one else does, but I really love Shelley Blonde. She had like a real like rusty, creaky sort of like earthy voice, and she did not have the poshness, but like I loved that because like what I saw from that in Tomb Raider 1 was that she was somebody who was not really like not really invested in being like a socialite and a socialite.
Yeah,
What
like
did I just say?
having said that, like she, if you think about it, I think that was really well played, whether intentionally or not, because if you think about it, Lara Croft left her like aristocratic background and then went traveling. So the fact that she went traveling would have probably influenced her accent a little bit and maybe made her lose her Britishness or her sort of
When I found out that they like tried to get her for Legend and then went with Keely Hawes later, I was crushed. Although obviously, Shelley Blonde is always going to be the lady who gave us Laura, but Keely Hawes is always going to be the woman who took her to her highest form.
I agree.
Yeah.
What are y'all's favorite Lara quotes? Favorite sayings?
Trying to put things right.
Don't you think you've seen enough?
Yeah, that's always a good one.
If I had a coconut for every time.
Pardon me if that's just your way of trying the door.
So indulge me about the dagger. I've been in debt of your life.
I love it.
You know what's funny? I've never ever played Tomb Raider 2.
What?
What?
What the fuck?
I played the demos and I didn't like it.
Oh man, come on. You can drop 20 minutes on it one day.
I have it downloaded to my Mac. They actually have it on the Mac App Store, but...
Oh, you're so weird, Jacob. You may as well try it one day.
You're in lockdown. Play the whole fucking thing.
Well, I'm currently suffering through the reboot series, so maybe when I'm done with that, I will watch another video diary that nobody else will, or I will make a video diary that nobody else will
watch it. I am watching your video diaries. Right?
I'm really interested to see who the fuck watches this, because the only people that comment on our videos are the people in this room.
Fuck it, it's cool.
So, yeah. But I think I need to go too, but I do want to say, like, I really appreciate the Tomb Raider forums because of this right here. I really love, like, the people I have met, the places it has taken me, and you guys. Like, this is such a, like, wonderful and, like diverse and silly and gay group of people. Like, and I cannot imagine this not being the constant foundation that like so much of my life has existed on top of.
Oh,
Are you coming?
No. Not in a million years, but
I mean, I hope not.
That's some really delayed ejaculation. Like, what's the opposite of
It will be
ejaculation?
dust by that point, hon.
It's fertilized itself by that point.
Jesus of Nazareth.
What a closing sign off that was. Well, big thank you to Justin for tolerating this for 20 fucking years.
And 20 more years.
Yeah, I can't imagine
Anyone
how
gonna be able to watch
obnoxious.
this?
No one will watch this. No one cares.
Where are we putting this? Because there's so much swearing and profanities in this. Like,
No. This is going to go in the mature general chat.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Because the struggle will be real if we have to bleep out every other sentence.
Oh, I think I have made it clear. I'm not editing one motherfucking thing.
We know.
I have bought hundreds of dollars in desk upgrades. I don't want to hear it. Fuck off. Do you see how well lit I am finally from the front? Bite me.
You are, and I love the feature wall you've got. It's so modern. It's totally, it's all me.
Oh. Wow.
Oh, is that you coming?
Yes.
Oh, he'd make much more noise than that.
Yeah, I do actually. Anyway, this is, oh, do you see my cat, my periscope tail?
Yeah.
That's not a periscope, but I said I thought I was smart. I didn't say I was. Anyway,
Well, we all think things, but never mind.
We love ourselves. Okay, so this is going to hell quickly.
God.
Oh, it's so cute. He or she.
Thank you for 2 decades of Tomb Raider intensity.
Oh my God.
2 decades of bullshit.
She is actually not fussy at all. She's going to try and get right back up here. But anyway, we should close this down. I thank you guys so much for coming.
Thank you for organizing.
Thank you.
Thank you
No
for allowing us
problem.
to come.
Yes. Perhaps we can all come together another time. I will talk to you soon.
Oh.
Loves you guys.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.